Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Vegas Sports Talk. And today I am reviewing the Golden Knights versus Chicago Blackhawks game 2. And this was a really good game in the second and third period, as well as the first period. And it was a very good game. And the Blackhawks were lucky to be in this one, but this was the game they needed to win, and they did not do it. So we'll get right into it. Leonard and Crawford were in net for the Knights and Blackhawks. That's the same as game 1. Max Pacioretty was unfit to play. Thomas Nosek was on the fourth line today, and Stevenson moved up the Carlson and Stone line. Smith and Marchessault were together, and they had a break for the Golden Knights. Marchessault passed that puck to Stastny. They were not able to convert. But that Smith and Marchessault pairing is kind of dynamic, and they have been playing well the past couple of games. Crawford had a strong save on Stastny with 15:05 remaining in the period. The Golden Knights were starting off strong once again. There's a back and forth game with 12 minutes left in the period. Not many chances for both teams just yet. And Leonard was shaken up after a DeBrincat shot. The shot went off of Leonard's left arm. He shook it off. He was fine though. Shots on goal were 4-4, 9:30 into the period, but the Blackhawks were gaining some momentum at that point. They were starting to outplay the Golden Knights in the first period, but then the Golden Knights switched that and they started controlling play down in the offensive zone. And Stastny was in front of the net, and he scored from Marchessault and Smith at 10:44. So it's 1-0 Golden Knights halfway through the first period. Then Alex Tuch had two great scoring chances. He couldn't get any of them to go. 17:11 remaining in the period, and shots were 5-5 through 14 minutes. And then at 15:35, Thomas Nosek scored from Carrier to make it 2-0 in favor of the Golden Knights. There was then a penalty on Mark Stone for slashing. Blackhawks power play with 1:22. Kane hits the post on that power play, and the period ends, and the Golden Knights are up 2-0 after the end of one. The Hawks, they almost scored on the power play, as I said, with the Kane post, but the Golden Knights killed it off. But then a couple minutes afterwards, Doc scores from DeHaan and Kane at 3:17, and it's 2-1, and this game was starting to flip into the Blackhawks' favor. Leonard was looking a little bit shaky in the second period as well. William Karlsson had a good chance in front of the net. The shot was saved by Corey Crawford, and Crawford played really great in this game and in the second period. Without him, this score could have been a lot worse, and the second period could have been a lot worse. Chicago was out shooting the Vegas Golden Knights in that period, 5-2 in the first 10 minutes. And Corey Crawford is playing well in the second period, as I said. He's a pretty good goaltender, and he was playing very well. Without him, this game could have got out of hand quick. With 9:07 left in the period, Holden is called for interference at Blackhawks power play. And on that power play, Kubalik scores from Kane and Tames at 12:77. It's a power play goal. It went off the post and in. It was a very nice goal for the Blackhawks, and it's 2-2. And at this point, I'm thinking, oh, well, the Golden Knights need to step it up. There was a Chicago penalty for hooking, 12:39 into the period. There was a Golden Knight power play. They didn't score on that power play, and Chicago's penalty kill looked good. They only gave up one penalty, so they killed that one off. But just after the power play ended, Mark Stone scores from Martinez and Marchessault at 17:20, and it's 3-2. But then 2 minutes and 26 seconds later, Dylan Strome scores from Kane and DeBrincat at 19:46, and after 2, it's 3-3. And we go into the third period, and Thomas Nosek was not on the bench to start the period. He would not return into the game, and that's a big loss for the Golden Knights. Although he was a healthy scratch at game 1, if Max Pacioretty is not fit to play, that's something that can really hurt the Golden Knights long term. Maybe not in this series, but second and third round. Taves and Kubalik had a 2-on-1 that just missed the net, and the Vegas Golden Knights were getting more shots in that period, and they were starting to get pressure with about 11:20 left in the game. Kane and Taves were put on the same line with one another. They tried to get a goal for Chicago, but the Vegas Golden Knights defended that very well. Peter DeBoer looked like he had that line scouted out. Crawford had a few big saves late in the period to keep the score tied, and the Blackhawks had a couple chances with a 1:45 remaining in the period, but Leonard stood tall. So at the end of 3, it's 3-3, and we're going into overtime. In overtime, early, the puck bounces off one of the boards onto the front of the Chicago net, but the Blackhawks barely clear the puck. It was right in front of Crawford. He was able to clear it out, and at that point, I thought the Golden Knights were going to score. Strome then hits the crossbar. He thought he scored. He threw his hands up in the air, but It did not. It hit the crossbar, and back the other way, Nick Roy, he hit the post. But then Reilly Smith scores from Stastny and Cousins at 17-13, and it was a great pass from Stastny. One of the better passes I've seen. Reilly Smith got it through Corey Crawford, and the Golden Knights win this one 4-3. They're up 2-0 in the series, and this was the Blackhawks game to win. If they would have won, it would have been a tied series, but now I feel like all the momentum's in the Golden Knights' favor. Shots on goal, 7-7 in the first. Chicago outshot Vegas 11-9 in the second, 16-6 in favor of the Golden Knights in the third, and 7-1 in the overtime for the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vegas Golden Knights outshot the Blackhawks 39-25. Power play, 1 for 2 for Chicago, 0 for 1 for Vegas. Goalie stats, Crawford, he saved 35-39, and as I said, he looked very good tonight. Leonard, he saved 22 out of 25. He looked a little bit shaky in the second period, but came up big in the third. And Game 3 is on Saturday, and then Game 4 is on Sunday. So expect either Marc-Andre Fleury to start Saturday or Sunday. I expect him to start Saturday in Game 3. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. Make sure to share this video and comment down below who do you think will win Game 3. So there you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys again real soon.